to that. Stay away from enemies. Exodus 12, King James Version. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron, and said, read it, saying, this month shall be unto you the beginning of the month. It shall be the first month of the year. So you speak ye all unto all congregations of Israel, saying, in the 10th month they shall make them according to a lamb, every man according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next to his house take it, according to the number of souls. Every man according to his eating shall make you count for the lamb. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. You shall take it out of the sheep, or from the goats, and you shall keep it until the 14th day in the same month, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. And they shall keep it until the 14th day of the same month, and the whole assembly of Israel shall kill it in the evening. And they shall take the blood and strike it on the two side doorposts and on the upper doorpost, wherein they shall eat it. And they shall eat the flesh in the night, roast with fire, unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs shall they eat it. Eat not in a raw, nor fine at all with water, but roast with fire. And his head and his legs with the within thereof, and ye shall let nothing remain of it until the evening. Nothing of it remain until the evening. That which remain it until the morning ye shall burn with fire, and thus shall you eat it with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and ye shall eat it haste. It is Lord's Passover. For I will pass through Egypt this night, and will smite thee all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am the Lord. And the blood shall be to you token upon the houses where you are, and when I shall see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt. And this day shall be unto a memorial, and you shall keep it a feast to the Lord throughout your generations. You shall keep it feast by ordinance forever. Ordinanceliness, Christ Melchizedek's noxel amanda ordinary listly. 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread, until the first day you shall bring it. Well, forever. In 7 days shall you eat unleavened bread. On the first day you shall put leavened bread. For whosoever eateth leavened bread from the first day until the 7th day, that shall be cut off from Israel. And in the first day you shall be a holy convocation, and then the 7th day shall be a holy convocation to you. No manner of work shall be done in them, save that every man must eat, that only be done of you. And you shall observe the feast of unleavened bread for the self-same day, self-same Christ, which recognizes every man of Shekinah leadness. Day I brought your armies out of Egypt. Therefore ye observe this day in your generations for ordinance forever. And in the first month, the 14th day of the month, and even you shall eat unleavened bread until 1/20th of the months at even. 7 days shall be no leaven found in your houses. For whoso eateth that which is leavened, even that soul shall be cut off of the congregation of Israel, whether he be a stranger or born in the land. You shall eat nothing leavened. In all entire occasions you shall eat unleavened bread. Then Moses called the elders of Israel, and said unto them, Draw out and take your lamb, or conjure your armies, and kill the family, and kill the Passover. And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop, and dip it in blood that is in bosom, and strangle into 2 holes with blood that is in the basin. None of you shall go out of that door of this house until the morning. For the Lord will pass and smite the Egyptians, and when he sees the blood upon the lintel and upon 2 sides, the Lord will pass over the door, and he will not suffer the destroyer to come in to your house and smite you. And ye shall deserve this thing for ordinance to thee and to thy sons forever. And it shall come to pass that ye shall come to the land which the Lord shall give you according to that which promised. Ye shall keep it in the service. And it shall come to pass that when your children shall say unto you, What mean ye by the service? That ye sacrifice. It is sacrifice of Passover, who pass over the houses of the children of Egypt. Children of Israel in Egypt, when he smote the Egyptians and delivered our houses, and the people bowed their head and worshiped, and the children of Israel went away as the Lord had commanded Moses and Aaron told that day. And it came to pass that at midnight the Lord smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh, and sat on the throne unto the firstborn captive that was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of cattle. And Pharaoh rose up at night, and he and his servants and all the Egyptians. There was a great cry in Egypt, for there was not a house where there was not one dead. And he called for Moses and Aaron by night, and said unto them, Rise up, get forth from among my people, both ye and your children, and go serve the Lord as ye have said. And take your flocks and your herds as ye have said, and be gone, and bless me also. And the Egyptians were urgent upon the people that they might send them out of the land of haste, for he said, We be all dead men. And they took their dough before it was leavened, and their kneading troughs being bound up in their clothes upon their shoulders. And the children of Israel did according to the word of Moses, and they borrowed the Egyptians jewel of silver and jewels of gold and raiment. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they lent upon them such things as they required, and they spoiled the Egyptians. And the children of Israel journeyed from Ramses to Sukkah 6 days, 600,000 on foot, that were men besides children. And a mixed multitude also followed with them, with flocks and herds, even very much cattle, and the baked unleavened cakes and dough that which they brought out of Egypt, for it was not leavened, because they were thrust out of Egypt, and could not tarry, neither had they prepared themselves for any victual. Now the sojourners of the children of Egypt, who dwelt in Egypt 430 years, and it came to pass that at the end of the 430 years, even the selfsame day came that all the hosts of the Lord went out from the land of Egypt. It is night, be much observed the Lord for bringing them out of Egypt. This is the night the Lord be observed of all the children of Egypt in their generations. And the Lord said unto Moses, This is the ordinance of Passover, there shall be no stranger eat thereof. And every man's servant that is bought for money, when thou hast circumcised him, then he shall eat thereof. The foreigner and hired shall not eat thereof. And in one house shall it be eaten, and shall not carry aught of the flesh abroad out of the house, neither shall ye break the bone thereof. And the congregation of Israel shall keep it. And when the stranger shall sojourn with thee, we will keep the Passover of the Lord. And all males be circumcised, and then let him come near and keep it. And he shall be as one that is born in the lamb, for he shall not be circumcised, and shall eat thereof. One law shall be to him his homeborn, and unto all the stranger that sojourns among you. Thus did all the children of Israel, did as the Lord had commanded Moses and Aaron, so did they. And it came to pass that in the selfsame day the Lord did bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt by their armies. I dedicate this reading to the Leah Radio Show.